first opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it?
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Reed returning. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. First carry for Nick Chubb. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield. Out to his left. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route. And the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat. And then it's off to the races. And there he goes.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there. How about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that 1st down marker. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff-worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup there on the run.
Geez, I mean, what more can you say about Lamar Jackson? We know that he's got the quickness and the agility, but, you know, if you wanted proof of his straight line speed, look no further.
And to anyone who gets concerned when they see a quarterback running with the football, you just let him be himself. Let him be him. And I guess what you'd say there is hard to hit what you can't catch.
Dobbins.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, you know, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Come on, QB. Come on, right.
Now Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Mayfield to throw it. Dancing to his left. Into the secondary, past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Going up top. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
2nd and 7.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. After one, a 14-3 ball game. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On fourth down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Chubb on the counter. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking for the out route, and he's got more.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Rolling to his right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw, Mayfield. Caught on the right side, Reed.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert on 4th and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson.
They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Here's Reed. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Buying time to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Jackson on first down.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Second and 10.
Alert! Back to the mic. I got it. 52's the mic.
Throwing, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Mike 6. I got one. Hey, check back. Mike 6. What's up?
Mayfield now. Finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
That's the way. Hey, check back. Mike 6. Here we go, dude. All day. Mike 6. Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
On first and 10, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang at Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield looks to throw. Rolling to his left. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point right down the middle. And this is back to an 8-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Brown has the 1st down and much more. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. He'll buy some time right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to an 8-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7.
Now a hit and a loose football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
They go play action. Mayfield. Forced out to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they can't bring him down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 23. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level and what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 11. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
put it mildly. That is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Mayfield to throw it. They'll roll him out right. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. Who we got? Mike 6. Mike 6.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And they work this out past the 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Chubb will get the call running left, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
picked off by Patrick Queen.
And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koromoa. And the Browns are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
79 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And now Mayfield on the bootleg.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Now Chubb running right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Handoff comes to Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. A give. This is Chubb. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And this one is right through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds.
And got his man complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
I think we saw the strategy there, how they moved it to the left hash so they could line things up for them to kick the field goal.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Jackson to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Jackson.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Jackson to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Now Mayfield. Pass complete to Chubb.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as you understand where they are on the field?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mayfield to throw.
Rolling to his right. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
One last shot from Mayfield here.
He's going to look deep for more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2.
And the Ravens are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that.